Nah,
You know what the worst thing? The next episode, Nisha will be like, have you played Expedition 33? I finished it last week and it's class, but you haven't heard of it. What the fuck? This is like will be the most classic Nisha shit ever to happen. You'll forget we had this conversation. He'll end up playing the game and then thinks it's his own discovery.
Oh, I don't know why I am this way, but I am.
Thanks for good times. Hello all and welcome to Press Any Button to Continue. I think this is season 7 and it has been a hot minute since these two Irish boys have graced your ears, and thank God we are Irish, because today we were talking all Irish references in video games. I am excited to delve in. Nisha, welcome back on to the microphone. How are you doing?
I'm delighted to be back, man. I'm delighted to be back in the studio. You know what I mean? Nice mic. Hopefully a nice sound with the mic. My Focusrite was collecting dust in my little game booster, my mic stand, poor old thing. So it's nice to be sitting in front of the laptop again and having a proper setup. And I can see you, which is always great.
You can. I mean, to be honest with you, 90% of my charm is my sex appeal. So I do think you having a lock onto these DSLs is very important. Do you know what DSL stands for?
What?
Have a guess. DSLs, when you're referring to someone's lips. People say it a lot about my lips. They say they're very DSLs.
Duck face, lips, duck face, duck sexy look.
Well, I tell you what, I'll tell you at the end if you still remember I asked you. Let's dive on.
But tell me this, it's been how long since...
1 week since you looked at me.
The last episode we did was our live... recording from the Irish gaming market. Is that right? Around 2 months ago.
That is the one.
When you came up and set up here, and it was great crack. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was really fun.
I thought the episode came out really well, considering we used one portable mic between the two of us.
I'm actually convinced that if we brought both mics, it would have been way worse, because I think just editing things in together that made sense just would have been a nightmare. So what do you think, bringing the one mic, going around, chatting to people, listening to the sights and sounds, the ambience of a beautiful gamer time, while the two of us just like held each other's booties going around the place, you know?
Yeah, it was great. But what games have you been playing recently, just as a little catch up?
The Switch 2 has taken over my life. Spoiler warning, the Switch 2 has reignited my love for gaming in general, because it's what I thought the Switch 1 should have been. So I've actually completed some games recently. I played Donkey Kong Bonanza. I finished that.
Is it good?
Yeah? Very good. Very, very good. It's not 10 out of 10 for me personally, but it's like a solid 8.5 out of 10. You know, brilliant game, well worth it. Yeah. I've been playing a huge amount of Mario Kart Worlds, but then of course there's so many games that just ran terrible on the original Switch that I've been really enjoying. So I downloaded and replayed all of Dragon Ball Kakarot. You'll be happy to know.
Yeah. You were saying, that's actually a definite episode in itself. Yeah,
so good. I played Catherine, which is a puzzle game that originally released on the 360 from the Persona gang, which is basically this entire anime on itself about affairs and cheating and hooking up and this whole really cool. Super impressed with that. So I finished, played it all the way through.
Cool.
And then I played a very emotional short form game which I sent to you called Roger, recommended to me by old mate Richard from the Discord, which was it's a game about under an hour long. It's €5, and if you want a game that will kind of make you... It's kind of like a little twist. It's a little twist story, but you might figure it out. But a quite emotional journey. So I feel like I had a good spectrum of video games there, and I'm currently also playing Expedition 33. I've really been doing a lot with gaming actually since I've kind of moved back home for a bit while I'm trying to sort out a mortgage.
Brilliant. What's Expedition 33?
Are you serious? Wow. Yeah. Okay, this is an interesting one.
Is it like a new game?
Expedition 33 is what is hotly anticipated to be the game of the year. It came out a few months ago, and it has been basically Final Fantasy creators have said now that this is what they should be basing the next Final Fantasy off. There is a huge buzz around this game. It's on Game Pass, but I think you have to buy it on PlayStation. But very Final Fantasy, but very Parisian inspired, unbelievable music, proper Western JRPG turn-based combat.
Cool.
very, very cool so far.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yeah, I'll have to look it
And
up.
what about yourself? What have you been playing?
I think it's funny how it's like pegged as the game of the year, and I've no clue. I've never even.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised. I thought there'd be something. I thought someone would have said it to you. Do you know what I mean?
No,
but
no.
I guess you know.
Do you know what I really want? Like, and I actually want to do this. I want to be more in touch with modern gaming, because what happens is, right, things will pass me by, and then by the time they get old, I'm like raging I didn't experience it in the moment. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm already too focused on all of the older games that are out there that I'm trying to play and replay. So I'll have to look up Expedition 33.
Well, you've actually touched on something there in one of our future episodes. We actually have sat down and discussed a season. You'll be happy to know, for those who are probably pissed off with the fact that we appear and disappear when we feel like.
Shazam!
So, Shazam, motherfucker, bam! Yeah, the next episode we have relates to playing something during the moment when it's hype, and having another look at it again at a later time and seeing, was it worth the hype?
Yeah, that'd be interesting. You like to. You know what I don't understand? Why don't you just have like YouTube subscriptions? You know, like you go on YouTube all the time, right? Why don't you just curate kind of like? Why don't you just like? I mean, maybe they're not the best, but why don't you just like subscribe to IGN, and then you'll just see the trailers for anything new or reviews that come out, and then you will just have like 10 minutes here and there. You'll know exactly what's going on. I will. Do you want me to tell you my last 3 videos in my YouTube feed, and you can get a glimpse?
I would love
what I mean. I'm going to give you the last 5, right? One is modern vintage gamer, and it's the incredible demo scene. 2 is Retro Rick. I don't know if you ever heard of Retro Rick, but he's a YouTuber who bought a video game shop, Keith. Bought a full video game shop and now runs a video game store, and it's unbelievable, right? The next one is Chili Bee ASMR, and it's sleep instantly, gentle Reiki sweeping and energy plucking. You know I love some ASMR. The next video, Keith, and I swear this listeners, this was not planned, but it is the Try channel. Irish people try hard iced tea cocktails. And my favourite line from you and your co-host of that video was, I'm a cheap date, and then he turns to you and said, or you said, I'm an easy date, and he turned and said, but not a cheap one.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, he paid for me straight away, man.
That was a great video, by the way, Keith.
Thank you very much. Sure, I literally record. That was well, I won't say too much about how that works, but I was literally like went to you straight after that shoot. So like that video I did, and then I saw you like 25 minutes later. Oh
yeah, and then we went to the Irish Game Market the next day. That's funny.
Yeah.
That was a nice little circle, wasn't it? And that was totally unplanned. And then here's a funny thing. I'll get on to what I was playing, but my next 2 videos link up kind of funny, right? So my next video is from a guy called Haircut Harry, who goes around getting like beard, like shaves and really cool haircuts from barbers all around the world, and it's kind of ASMR vibe. But the video after that is Dreamland Gem, who is our friend Harry. So I have a different Harry, and then Gemma's video. So Harry and Gemma are, that's a cool little.
It is a cool little friend list of things going on.
Coincidence. But what I have been playing recently, Keith, is, I done played The Last of Us Part 1 again.
Oh, damn. You've never played The Last of Us Part 1 on the PlayStation 5, right? This is a new experience for you, correct?
Yeah. I've only played it on the PS3, I think, actually. And I think this is is it a remake, Part 1?
Part 1 is a complete, like, ground-up remake, yeah.
Oh, cool, yeah. It was incredible. Like, I was completely hooked, right? And I'm playing Part 2 as well at the moment, and something happened to me that very rarely happens to me, but when it does is a sign of a great game, where I lose like 4 hours. Like I sit down and I sat down one night and I was playing The Last of Us Part 2, and say it was about 8 o'clock, and I was like, right, grand, I'll play this for an hour or two. And then I looked at my phone thinking it might be about like 9:30, 10, and it was like past 12 o'clock. It was past midnight. I was like, I've been sitting here for over 4 hours. I couldn't believe it, man. I was just in the zone. I'm fucking loving them, man. They're so good. Like, I fucking love them. I'm about maybe 10-15 hours into The Last of Us Part 2, I'd say. I really
which is pretty good. Yeah. Are you past the halfway point? Like, you'll know, obviously, if you're past the halfway point without saying spoilers.
I'm past the big spoilery part. Well past that.
Oh, that's in the first 2 hours. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's the other part? I'm wondering.
Have you played this game before?
Yeah, I have, but I've only played it once, and I played it like 5 years ago.
This part you won't have forgotten, and if you have, it's the most niche thing ever. Spoiler warning, hypothetically, but I don't think this at this stage it would be. Are you playing as Abby yet?
I have in parts, but no, actually, no, I'm not playing.
Have
the
you
main
switched to her?
No,
Okay.
No.
So you're about halfway when you switch to her.
Yeah, I think I might have played like a little brief. Is there like a little small segment?
At the beginning it flicked back and forth for a little bit just to kind of introduce you to the idea of that happening. Do you know?
Yeah. So no, I must be nearly there. But also what I'm playing, Keith, and I'm really enjoying gaming at the moment. Right, I'm playing.
Me too, actually.
Super Mario. That's great, isn't it? Nice when you get that when it comes back to you. Like I'm playing Super Mario 64 on the Switch, just kind of picking it up as like I was on holidays last week. And at night time, after my kid was in bed, I was just chilling and I was lying down playing the Switch, and I'm doing a 120 star run. So I haven't gotten 120 stars in Super Mario 64 since I was a kid, and I'm going through every level, and I'm not moving on if I can. Like there was I think I had to go back to Dire Docks when I got the green cap to get through the air jet or whatever it was called.
Do you know you can swim through that if you do it right? If you time your swimming perfectly, you can swim. You can get it without the metal gap.
Shit. Yeah, I waited for ages to get it.
Sure, like you might as well.
Yeah, but I'm just having so much fun with it, man. Just having just fun, nice, relaxing, and also just I'm excited to work towards the 120 stars and to see Yoshi again, because I haven't experienced that in like about 20 years. Roughly about 20 years.
The last time I did it, I think, was on the Wii U.
Cool.
And the Wii U had terrible ports of those games where there was an input delay, so it was like playing Mario 64 in hard mode, because when I tapped A, Mario would jump like a half a second later. So everything was like...
My Switch is like that, man, with my Pro controller, but when I play just Switch handheld, it's perfect. But yeah, I've noticed that with my Pro controller, it's quite... Did I say this to you, actually?
You did.
I've a bit of a conspiracy theory that, like, you know the way they say Apple destroy their old phones or like purposely degrade their stuff? I feel like my Nintendo Switch has done that. It's trying to push me onto the Switch 2.
Well, they are trying to push you onto the Switch 2 in one way, because I don't know if you've heard the big news, but everything's obviously more expensive now. But it's so weird that the Nintendo Switch has gone up in price. Have you heard this? The original has gone up in price. So now the original Switch OLED is €400, where the Switch 2 is $460, without which point you're like, why would I ever buy the OLED? Do you know what I mean? Like they're like upping the price of the original Switch, which is crazy because it's so old. It's so old. Like the PlayStation 5 and the Series X is 5 years old. The Switch is like 8 years old.
That's insane.
And it's got its first price increase. Like, what is happening?
When a new console comes out, it's got a price increase. Like it should be dropping. It's supposed to do the opposite. Like,
but maybe they're prepping to up the price of the Switch 2 already. It's hard to know.
That could happen. It definitely could. But yeah, man, I've been having a lot of fun gaming. Just nice feel, and I'm also slowly, for an update, I'm making good progress with my game room. And so what I had to do was, right, because we had to knock down my old garden shed to get the game room, but I had to then build a new garden shed, and I only finished that last night, so I can move everything that's clogging up the game room into that. And the game room will actually be free from tomorrow, and then I can move on to the next phase. So I reckon by late September I could be moving games in there.
Amazing.
And bringing everything out of the attic and
just basically selling everything and having one shrine to Conker's Bad Fur Day. That's the plan, right? That's the plan.
Yeah, what I was thinking of this the other day, because when I hopefully empty the game room tomorrow and put everything into the garden shed, I was like, I'm gonna do the thing we were talking about. I'm gonna have I'm gonna put one little shelf up and put one game and just a stool and just take a picture of me sitting in the middle of the cabin. It's just like a jack-off stool
that you go out where you're just like, every night you go in to jerk it to Conker, you know?
I'm gonna do it, man. I'm gonna take I think that'll make for like a funny picture or a funny video.
Question before we get into our main topic, because we should scoot over. Is The Last of Us a retro video game?
100% it is, yeah. I don't even second guess it at all. Like the PS3 to me now is officially retro, man.
How
without
times
question.
have changed.
I know.
There were so many betrayals. There's so many knives in the back, I would call it, in the side.
Betrayal.
And there's so many Nisha Show moments, and now look at you. You're just a changed man 7 seasons later.
But Keith, you know, by the next episode I could be like, nah, it's not really.
It's very true.
By the time we finish this episode, I could be like, nah,
you know what the
really.
worst thing? The next episode, Nisha will be like, have you played Expedition 33? I finished it last week and it's class, but you haven't heard of it. What the fuck? This is like will be the most classic Nisha shit ever to happen. He will forget we had this conversation. He'll end up playing the game and then thinks it's his own discovery.
I don't know why I am this way, but I am.
I appreciate it. It makes for good times.
But I think this topic, man, that we're going to do today, so like Ireland in video games, Irish references, games based in Ireland, games that have levels in Ireland, Irish characters, all that kind of good stuff, right? But what initially I have to just say, so what gave me the idea, there's two things, right? Because I have to give Dinner Dog a shout out because he did something very funny. Because so we asked for people to comment, right?
In our Discord,
in our Discord, and we got a great response. I was absolutely delighted with the response.
Because it is quite niche, but then again, a lot of our listeners are Irish, so it just makes sense, you know.
Yeah. But and I know you want to have a fresh look. I
haven't looked.
I need to prep myself, right? So I'm after going through it. But first of all, I have to. Dinner Dog has a screenshot here, and he just has cough written, right? And it's a screenshot from 2 years ago in our episode ideas section of Discord, and it says Irish games. So he actually
he suggested it.
Yeah, like 2 years ago.
That is gas, man. I love that so much. Well then, Dinner Dog, this is your inspired episode.
Yes.
See, this is the same way. You know the way I said Nisha next week will be like, oh, he'll pretend he discovered Expedition 33 by himself. This is just us with the podcast, like, you know what I mean? It's like.
But what I think, I thought that was hilarious, man. But what actually jarred my what got me down this path was, right, I've recently gotten into subreddit or Reddit. Do you use Reddit? Do you read Reddit?
I surprisingly don't use Reddit. I think once upon a time I would look at certain titties on Reddit, and that was kind of it, you know what I mean? It would be kind of like, ooh, some celebrities decided to show boobs in a thing, and I'd be like, okay, I mean, if it's down to clown, I'll have a look. Like.
Well, with the subreddit I used is just called Ireland Gaming. And someone asked for games based in Ireland, and loads of people were right. Like, I don't usually converse with people, I just kind of read them because I find it interesting, the topics. And loads of people were writing, and that's where this game that blew my mind, right, and that sent me down the rabbit hole of games based in Ireland is Folklore on the PS3. Man, I can't get over this game. And it's also, I've been like hunting for it. I've been looking at it when I'm out in shops. I was down in Wexford in the retro gaming store, and I was looking for it down there. I was looking for it in CEX. I'm looking, you know, give me that good collector buzz. But it is an RPG or a JRPG, and it was released in 2007, and it was developed by a Japanese company called Game Republic, which is kind of an Irish name. Republic,
I get
you know, yeah,
Republic of Ireland,
and yeah.
Ireland,
who also
standing tall.
Who also
Ireland. Sorry, go on.
This company also developed some Dragon Ball games. I'll have you know. So they developed Dragon Ball Origins on the DS, Origins and Origins 2.
Yes, very cool, very cool.
Yeah. And then
Did they
developed
do the one for the Wii?
I don't think so. I don't know. But I noticed
the Wii has a sequel to those games.
All right. I wonder if they did. I must check it out, because they did make another game, or they did make another Dragon Ball game. I just don't have it noted. But this game is basically a JRPG set in Ireland.
No, an IRPG.
Yes, I like that. Oh, I like that. Yeah. And it's all about Irish folklore, as the name gives away. But I've been looking up like reviews on it. Loads of people are saying it's really, really cool. I love the kind of, has a bit of a Fable look about it. Kind of dark, like monsters, beasts, ghosts, that kind of thing. Kind of spooky vibes. Bit of a Halloweeny vibe. Which is perfect for this kind of year.
Great, like Ihasawan,
Halloween. Yeah.
Ireland really created that, so.
Yeah. So I did. So that's kind of what sent me down the rabbit hole when I discovered this game, because it genuinely blew my mind. I was like I was amazed. I was shocked. I was like, I can't believe I never heard of this game. Now it's about 60-70 euro, right? So as PS3 games go,
it's sought after.
Yeah.
And is it PS3 exclusive?
As far as I know, it is. Yeah. I haven't.
Very interesting.
I've only heard of it on the PS3. You could be wrong, but I've only heard of it on the PS3.
I'll have a quick look because that would change things.
Yeah. Try Folklore on the Xbox 360.
It was 2007. Yeah,
2007.
I'll have a look there. So I'll try Folklore PS3 and 360 maybe, hopefully.
Yeah.
I remember Folklore, an obscure PS3 game. Now it looks like it's just PS3. Apparently someone says it's a bit stiff and has that early PlayStation 3 clunk, but I am enjoying it. I find it very endearing that some Japanese studio made a game set in Ireland.
Yeah, I just think it's really cool. And also I was just so shocked that I'd never heard of it, because it's right up my alley. It's something that I would love. Like when I first got the PS3, I was mad for like deep games, games you'd be putting a couple of 100 hours into, like Dragon Age and that kind of thing. So that sent me on down the rabbit hole, and then reading all the responses and hearing of all the other games and levels and references, I couldn't get over it, man. I couldn't get over it.
Like, I mean, for me, like my take coming into this is I haven't read the responses yet, so I'll end up reading them out, and we'll react to them together, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I have a few here as well.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. So like, there was a couple of things that came to my head. So I haven't looked at the people's responses. So if I have something that copies that, it's the same as Dinner Dog. Like, it's our, we already have a copyrighted. It's our idea. It's taken, and we'll take it to court. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. But Folklore is the first one on my list. Yeah. A PS3 exclusive, which I now realise, released in 2007 and developed by a Japanese company. So sorry, I made a bit of a belchy noise there. So that was my first one, and that sent me down the rabbit hole, or what would you call it? I was going to say something dirty there. I was going to say the hair hole, but that sounds a bit rude, doesn't it?
The hair hole?
Like, is a hair an Irish? Is hair, like, my name is
There's plenty of fucking rabbits and well, yeah, look, it's the very niche game on the PlayStation 3 that will send you down the hair hole.
But what's the first game?
Why don't you just say we'll send you down the fucking hairy depravity cavity? We'll be fucking fine with it, you know what I mean?
What's the first game on your list?
So I got a couple, like, I kind of have like just anything Irish related. I'm like, it's a whole cohesive thing. So I want to tell you something really fun first off the bat.
Cool.
In Grand Theft Auto 5, there is an Easter egg, an Irish Easter egg, very specifically relating to a very famous Irish TV show. Can you guess what show that would be?
Oh, Father Ted?
What's your yes.
What?
It's a Father Ted Easter egg in Grand Theft Auto 5.
Auto?
Uh-huh.
No way.
There's people protesting, and they have a sign saying "Down with that sort of thing."
Fucking joke me. Oh my god, I have to look this up. You are joking me. That's in Grand Theft Auto 5.
Just type in Father Ted Easter egg Grand Theft Auto 5, you'll see it.
Father Ted Easter egg Grand or GTA, just because I can't spell. GTA 5. Where's the images now? Feck off your updates. Oh my god, that is, I cannot believe that.
That's cool, right?
That is brilliant, man. Oh my god, I did not. Is that in the main, like, that's like if you're driving around, you're just going to see this, like,
yeah.
That's an NPC, like, is it? Oh my god, that is funny. That is so funny. Do you know that cinema that they recorded that is only about like 40 minutes from me?
Really?
That Father
maybe we should. You know what we should do? Our first video podcast should be recorded there. Just the two of us sitting outside there fucking recording the podcast.
It's a cool place. Yeah. Oh my God. That's so cool. I didn't realise that. That's brilliant, man. Jesus, I can't believe that there's a Father Ted reference in GTA 5. That's class.
Yeah, it's very, very cool.
Another one that I discovered was, well, a lot of these I discovered through the Reddit posts, but Tomb Raider Chronicles and Tomb Raider Chronicles 2, I think, has a section where Lara Croft, it goes back to like her childhood, and she's only a teenager and she's staying with Winston and his wife in Ireland, and she accompanies Father Patrick Dunstan to the Black Isle, where they encounter the spectral and the demonic creatures set in County Offaly. That's how, if maybe I was like American doing an Irish accent, to be like, oh, sure, Lara Croft, she's a pointy old diddy. Back in the early PlayStation 1 games.
Sure, look, sure, listen, sure, there's a grand stretch in the evening there now, isn't there? Sure, go on.
But yeah, I think that's really cool as well. So it's like, it's not just set in like a fake place in Ireland, it's actually set in County Offaly, a very specific place. So I didn't know that. Were you aware that there was Tomb Raider levels in Ireland?
In a little bit of my research today, yes.
Okay.
There was a little bit of it, but I have another fun one for you.
Yes.
This one relates to one of my favourites, Wind Waker, which obviously has, you could say that probably Link in that is probably Irish. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Just Link in general, man, like the green tunic.
Yeah.
That's it.
But
that's all you need.
The starting island, Outset Island, and that is based off Inishmore. From Galway.
No way.
Yeah. So there's
like the main islands
from it.
The first island you're on.
Yeah. Outside Island.
Deadly. Who? Shigeru Miyamoto, was he a developer of? He's the creator of. Zelda.
I mean, like
would he
he's
have
producer
gone to
or whatever?
Ireland?
I don't know, but
I'd love to know. I'd love to know this.
What do I have here? So the Wind Waker is inspiration from Inishmore, but it does share some similarities with Irish island landscapes and culture. Obviously, the main theme as well is a very like Irish diddle. Do you know? What I mean? It's like a diddly tune.
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah.
Which is very, very cool. And I just like that. I don't know, I always connected with that game. Like, I remember going down to like West Cork and playing that game specifically by the sea and feeling it was a very great game to have connected with Ireland, with the environment I was in while I was on like, a staycation, I guess you could say. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that game is such strong memories of being in like really lovely Irish scenery while actually playing it, which is kind of crazy. So
yeah,
very, very cool.
Yeah, it is very Irish, Wind Waker specific more so than other Legend of Zelda games. You're right, yeah. Even the theme tune is very like trad Irish sound. Like, What is that? What instrument is that? This happened in another Beautiful rendition of the Wind Waker diddles.
I love diddles.
Then another one, and again, this is only a recent discovery of mine, is in Siphon Filter 3 on the PS1, which also surprised me that there's
Siphon Filter, is it?
Yeah, or what?
Siphon Filter, is that what you said?
I call it.
No, I'm dead serious.
I call it
You've lost your mojo of what you said.
I call it Siphon Filter.
Siphon Filter, yeah, Siphon.
It is actually Siphon. I don't know why I have Siphon Filter.
Siphon.
It's the PH that's really throwing me. Siphon Filter. I've always called it that. You just call it Siphon Filter.
Stefan. Hello,
there's
Stefan.
There's 3 siphon filters. Siphon filter, for fuck's sake.
Siphon.
And the
Hello, Stevon.
in the PS1, right? But it was released in 2001. Okay. The Waterfront is a mission that takes place in Dublin, on the docks, right? And are you ready for this? The mission involves Gabe Logan working with MI6 agent Maggie Powers to prevent the escape of 4 trucks carrying IRA intelligence. The Doc's final assault mission, which is the 10th mission in the game, spoiler alert now for Siphon Filter 3, also takes place in the Docks in Ireland. In this mission, Gabe must locate and eliminate Nigel Cummings, right? But it's spelled Cummings. Who was an IRA operative embedded within MI6, which I think is really fucking cool, man. Like those missions alone, I'm not even messing, make me want to play that game. Like, I'd be interested in playing that game.
I am surprised, to be fair. I know it'll be controversial, but I'm surprised we don't have that we have the Mafia games, that there isn't like some sort of like fucking, Troubles Time game that
I
was
believe
like...
there is.
Is there?
Yeah, I believe there is a game set during the Troubles. I don't have it now. I think I saw it in the subreddit. I didn't look into it a little bit more. I saw
yeah,
somebody
because
said there was a game
it's always interesting, right? Like, what is the right amount of time after something goes down where people start telling stories about it? You know what I mean? And obviously people tell stories about it all the time, but
of course,
it's interesting when like you have like video games that can like, like I just think of the Mafia games and I could think of them being totally transcribed, something like that,
But sure, look, there's plenty of movies, books about the Troubles, like there is about Mafia. So for there to be a game.
There is, but I suppose when you go to the fictional territory of it, things like in modern day times still get so heated that like depends how something represented, it just it will cause outrage no matter what you do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But there is apparently there is a game, about the Trouble. So but Siphon Filter 3, I just think is really cool, and those 2 levels. And just one more thing before you mention another one that this reminded me of is: have you ever seen the TV show Heroes?
Oh, I know of it. I've never really watched it.
It was around like when Lost was out, I think, in Smallville, like so early 2000s.
Yeah. I totally remember that was the era it was in for sure.
And I think it was like it stopped, like loads of TV shows did. It stopped for ages because loads of writers went on strike or something, and it fucked up loads of TV shows. But there's a scene in that, right, where one of the main characters, I can't even remember his name, but they're trying to get rid of him, but he's really powerful or something, they can't kill him. But he wakes up in a container, like a shipping container, and he's in Cork. he's on the docks in Cork. And Keith, I must try and find the clip and see if I can send it to you. But the actor officially does the worst Irish accent I've ever heard in my entire life.
And is it a Cork accent?
Oh, I think so, yeah. I just remember it being like, I remember watching it and being like, for fuck's sake, like, just get a fucking Irish person. They're fucking
so
everywhere.
Crazy.
We're everywhere. We're in every country.
I know.
There's fucking loads of us. Just fucking. But the Docks Siphon Filter just reminded me of Heroes, which I thought was pretty cool.
Siphon.
What's your next one?
So I have kind of a list of different things here, right?
Cool.
So some interesting ones that I enjoy in particular. So I love Hellblade. I don't know if you've heard of the game.
I've heard of.
It was on PlayStation 4. It's a psychological. It's really kind of puts you in the shoes of someone who's experiencing mental health issues.
Okay.
But it's called Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. But that game is very Celtic-y. It's about Celtic warriors. And her whole premise is basically that her love has died and she carries this skull with him and she's trying to take it to basically the top of this mountain kind of thing. It's just her belief system, like her religion kind of in the game and what they kind of work with in a more, I guess, pagan sense, I suppose. But in that game, so there's several Irish connections. So primarily through like Senua herself, which is the main character, and a character called Druth, She's a Celtic warrior. She's based by I'm going to pronounce this all wrong, but it says the Iceni queen Boudica and the Celtic goddess Senua. The character Druth is an Irishman enslaved by Vikings and is based on Findan, an 8th century Irishman enslaved by Norsemen. So the characters were inspired by mythologies and stories kind of surrounding Celtic in general, but Irish being in there too.
Nice.
And I love that game. However, there was one game that catched my attention. I have a list of every game that's related to Ireland here, right?
Okay.
So you have stuff like Assassin's Creed Valhalla is a big one. The Bard's Tale, it would be another big one. Broken Sword, PlayStation games that came out, relations to it. There's a game called Celtic Tales, Valor of the Evil Eye. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 notoriously has a level, I believe, in Ireland, and also has a map. Yeah. There's a whole section of Modern Warfare 3 in Ireland.
Fuck off.
Whole section. Yeah. There's like a level of it. But what one caught my eye because it sounded so fucking Irish? Obviously Gaelic football.
Yeah.
Where is it? Nancy Drew, The Haunting of Castle Malloy.
Castle Malloy.
It's just like
Castle
Malloy about.
Sure, pour me a glass of whiskey. I'd hate it all. Did you say it was Hellblade 2? Sorry, because I want to just...
just Hellblade in general. Like, there's Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, and then there is a Hellblade 2, but I mean, they're both relevant.
All right, Grant. I'm going to look that up because that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, you should play Hellblade. It's not like you... Jeez, I think you can...
Oh, yeah, I've definitely seen... I'm looking at the photo of the girl with the, like...
It's beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, it looks very, very cool. I've definitely seen it, yeah.
And then I have a few characters. So they're all side, like there's not much, right? Like there's not many mains. I think there's Sean Devlin from a game called The Saboteur, which I actually have on 360. Yeah. Who's like the main character. But there's Patrick McReary from GTA 4. There's Colin Moriarty from Fallout 3.
Oh yeah,
there's literally the character called Irish from Red Dead Redemption, who's just Irish.
Oh yeah.
There's Shay Patrick Cormac from Assassin's Creed Rogue.
What was there more Irish people in? Was there Irish people in Red Dead 2? One or two more?
I'll get to them. There's Nina and Anna Williams from Tekken, the sisters.
Right.
There's Aidan Pearce from Watchdog as well.
Ah, sure, huh? Right, lad.
Are you ready for more facts? Here we go. We have O'Driscoll's from Red Dead 2.
Cool.
Now, this one's very interesting. There's a whole section in The Witcher 3 based on the Skellig Islands. Which is very, very cool. And everyone there is just Irish. Like it's like a fictional kind of version of it or whatever, but it's still in the same kind of idea. We also have Kate from Fallout 4, one of your companions. There's also Molly and Sean from Red Dead 2 as well. And I do have Father Patrick from Tomb Raider Chronicles 2.
Yeah. That was the County Offaly one. Now, hold on a second, right? Because I think all of our listener... I've read all of our listener inputs. And I think you should wait before reading the rest of your list. Because
that is my
there'll be
list,
a few...
so...
Perfect. Well, then I have one more.
Oh, you're going to steal one of my...
But it's one that nobody else has mentioned, right? And it's a game called If Found, okay? And it's a beautiful looking pastel. I think I can't remember the description of it, but it's set in Achill Island, Keith, during the 90s. And it's like I think it's like a murder mystery or something like that.
Do you love a bit of Achill Island now yourself,
Keith? I am Achill Island.
You are Achill Island. You go there all the time.
My whole childhood was spent, like all my or loads of my nostalgic memories were spent in Achill Island, in the Manon View pub in the arcade in the back. They call it a visual novel, developed by a company called Dreamfeel, and it was released in 2020. But if you look it up, just do me a favour and just look it up. Look up the picture, because the artwork.
What's the name of it again?
Really cool. It's called If Found, and I believe you can get it on the Switch.
Found video game. I like the little kind of a little art style going on here. Yeah,
it looks very, very cool, doesn't it? But yeah, as far as I know, you can get it on the Switch. So I'm gonna have to.
Oh my God, they have in the Father Ted house in it.
Yeah, I'm just seeing that there. Is that it with the red door? Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like it, all right. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to, like, this is Ackle Island in the 90s is where I spent my childhood. So I'm definitely gonna check that one out. But I just thought that was so specific and so cool.
It looks like it's going to be an emotional game.
This whole it looks like an interesting one, and then also that. So I'm definitely going to play that, and I'm definitely going to play the 1 hour game you sent me. The recommendations. So they're going to be when I'm finished. There'll be handy ones. I could kind of jump in and out of them, but they're on my list. To sound Irish, they're on the list.
If Found has extraordinary reviews.
Yeah.
It has like 1,500 nearly 5-star reviews on Steam.
Deadly. That's really cool.
Do you want to have a little fact about it? I actually have a development fact here about it if you'd like me to expand on it before we get to
hit me, yeah.
So this game was developed by Irish game developer Dreamfield. Studio Laura McGee was the lead was the lead writer and designer. It was published by Anna Puma Interactive. Began in 2016 and proposes a design for a swashbuckling space opera starring cats to artists who responded with concept art, and the two began developing game concepts. McGee wanted to create a game with a team rather than as a small solo project like her previous games, but wanted to keep it focused on the strengths and the people involved. So they used Young's comic art background, early concepts including like an anti-date sim. Very interesting just to see that like they had such different ideas for games, but
do you know
anyway, Laura McGee.
Do you know what I think, Keith? That could be a really cool episode or a really cool game for me and you to play and review. Do an episode on it, because I think it's like a short enough game, and you can get it on the Switch or you can get it on Steam, and I think it'd be just. I know it is very niche and it's very specific, but I just think it'd be really cool to do because it looks beautiful, man.
I would love to get like a blurb of the game just to sell it to people, even so everyone could play it and come back to us. Do you know if it's cheap? Yeah. So the player advanced through 2 interweave stories by erasing journal entries or images. One story follows a space explorer named Cassiopeia trying to prevent a black hole from destroying it, while the other follows a young transgender woman named Cassio in a small Irish village in December 1993. And she navigates her relationship with her family and friends. The 2 stories alternate chapters connecting metaphorically.
Cool. I like the sound of it, man. Cool. Yeah. We'll definitely have to get that and do an episode on it, even if it's only a little small one, we'll do a part of an episode. But I think it'd be cool to do, man. And it just looks so cool, and I like the sound of the story. So. Look, man, the Switch 2 has changed my perception. I feel like a 13-year-old when I'm playing it again, because I'm having these like, it's basically having a PS4 Pro in my hand, so I'm playing all like, and I'll play an hour before when I'm in bed, something to like wind down. It's just been game changing for me. So anything I can play on the Switch 2, I will play, because I don't need to sit at a table. It has the inbuilt game chat. I can talk to my friends when I want, and it just works so well, man. The inbuilt game chat and the screen sharing, it's like Discord attached to it. Yeah, in the palm of your hands. It's you were
so
showing
handy,
me. I couldn't get over it. Have you played Mario Paint?
I have not.
Right, I'm dying to play.
I heard good things though.
Yeah, it's a great game. Have you ever played Mario Paint?
No. Never. It'll be my
Keith,
first time fucking around
brilliant.
with it.
It's really, really cool, man. I think do you remember years ago, I think for Christmas I bought you a copy of Mario Paint. I bought you something, but they sent me a Super Game Boy instead, so I bought you. So I kept the Super Game Boy and I bought you something else. Was it Super Mario 64 or something? I can't remember.
Yeah. You gave me a box copy of Mario 64 and like V-Rally and Perfect Dark, I think.
Yeah. Keith, man.
Anyway.
Keith, so I'm getting fucking way sidetracked here, right? But Perfect Dark is just after linking into a beautiful a story, a beautiful incident that happened to me today, right? So, as part of my job, I won't say who I work for or anything like that, but as part of my job, I have to go into people's houses.
You work for me, boy. Everybody knows that you come down, you suck me off, and you found Perfect Dark under the table.
Perfect Dark is my place to hide after work.
Perfect Dark is actually the name I call you, your mistress name.
But so my job involves me having to go into people's houses, and I had to get up into an attic today, right? And man, this was like like an old playroom that there wasn't steps, so you had to get like a styra or like a ladder. You had to pull the ladder down to climb up there. So you wouldn't be like, people wouldn't be in and out. It's just like a normal attic, right? But it was also a playroom. And in the corner, all sun bleached, had been sitting there for years untouched, was a Nintendo 64 with a copy of Perfect Dark sitting in it, right?
Oh baby!
And then on the shelf, what I could see was Super Mario 64, and then a couple of games sitting there, and I was like, "This is like a time capsule of someone's room who." They were in there, and I was telling Ben about this as well, and he said, just think about it, man. Somebody was playing that N64 and they turned it off and never turned it back on. Yeah, but it's still there. It's just,
you never know when
there.
it's the last time you use it, and it's just like it's just like it's an echo of a distant memory.
Oh man, it was just.
I find that there was this beautiful video I saw about empty spaces in video games, that people become obsessed with the idea of the souls that are left in the digital spaces. So what I mean by that, say like, you know, the way everyone has that the last time they went online with their friend on the 360, they never know what the last time they went on it. So the spaces they're talking about is an old friend list that has everyone offline for the last 15 years. That digital space that holds this sense of memory and soul, or like a multiplayer map. Like you go visit like Lockout from Halo 2. They used to have millions of people playing it on it every day, and now it's just vacant. And you go around that vacant level by yourself almost. Like with the digital DNA of everyone that played there and talked there and made friends there, you know, and it's like it's an actual space that housed memories and housed emotions, and
that's really cool.
It's very, very cool.
It's a bit kind of dark and spooky as well, isn't it? Because I've heard of that, people like wandering around empty games and finding like one random person in there. That's cool, man. That's really cool. But yeah, I know, totally sidetracked, but the listeners, Keith, sent us in loads of really, really cool Irish games, Irish references, all that kind of stuff. So the first one, right, was from Alistair, and Alistair said, I'm jogging the memory banks here, but I'm fairly sure there's an Irish location in one of the old Broken Sword games. You mentioned Broken Sword, didn't you?
Yeah.
Fictitious or otherwise, might be worth checking out. What console was Broken Sword on?
PlayStation 3. I think it was almost like a launch title or something.
Oh, really? Yeah.
PlayStation 3 might be home of the Irish. You never know.
Yeah, man. PlayStation 3 was one of my favourite consoles.
It's like the original PlayStation 3 is the most overpowered, like hard to build around. Like the PlayStation 3 is so much features. It's
beauty
insane.
That you have.
Yeah, the backwards compatible model is crazy.
Do you know the PS3 was one of the console launches or like console releases that I genuinely got like really excited about, that I can properly remember getting it and getting like Dragon Age with it, and getting my first Blu-rays, which I was so excited about.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Pity like the 360 and the original PS3 just broke down all the time if they were in any way overheated. They're
so slow as well, man. Oh my god, I remember trying to download Grand Theft Auto 5, I think it was, and I remember being like, right, perfectly gonna play this tonight, and it was like 72 hours to download or something like that. But Broken Sword, very cool. Thanks, Alistair.
Also, I remember getting stuck at this bit with the goat tied up that keeps charging you, and I'm sure that bit of the game was set in Ireland. I think it was a Shadow of the Templars. Very interesting.
A goat?
Just a goat, you know. Bah.
Oh, brilliant.
Astro Man says, well, this might get me hit with a bunch of Bibles, but Assassin's Creed Valhalla had an Ireland DLC. Please don't kill me. Why would that get you hit with a bunch of Bibles?
Yeah. Not around here. It wouldn't, Astro Man. Might get you hit with a few dildos. I don't
People that was fucking randy for a bite.
Yeah, I don't know why you said that, but sure, look. Have you played Valhalla? Is that the Viking one?
It is the Viking one, and I know of the DLC. Like, I've heard of it. Like, it's probably one of the... I'd say if you wanted to play any game that's in Ireland, in inverted commas, that there's like, you know, a whole effort, that would probably be the one you go for, you know?
Were you a big fan of Assassin's Creed games, Keith?
I have the very first one. I adored it on the 360. And then I came back to it at Black Flag, which is 4 games later, which was a brilliant point to come back to.
Because that was a 10 out of 10.
Black Flag is a 10 out of 10 video game.
Isn't that an Irish
but I know
people.
Or possibly, maybe.
Or is that the next one? Remember those two of them released for the PS3? One of the PS3, one of the PS4?
Not sure, my darling.
Edward Kenway was my favourite in Assassin's Creed 3. Or Ezio Auditore.
I'll tell you. That was the first guy. Bacella, crema limoncello. We have Mick Gherkenberger also said
what a great name.
Nina Williams from Tekken is Irish.
That's pretty cool.
And that picture of Nina Williams, guys, if you're not in our Discord, by the way, the Discord link is down below if you want to join us on these episodes. Bring in your chats and your submissions. And let's be honest, Nina Williams is fucking fine.
Yeah, man, she's pretty fucking hot. What's her thing? Says a cold-blooded professional assassin from Ireland. It doesn't give any other details, but it doesn't matter. That's all. I think it's cool how she's just randomly from Ireland. Like, they don't need to.
She's a cold-blooded arse as well. Look at her. Christ almighty.
Arse is such an Irish word, isn't it? Do you see what he has underneath that?
Yeah, he says, also I remember browsing through the manual of Destruction Derby 2 and seeing this. Thick Paddy Can't Drive. So this is a manual called Track Smashing in it, which looks like it's supposed to be some sort of Train Spotting ripoff.
Yes,
and it's obviously the characters from Destruction Derby 2. And he's
the
Irish, he's 6 foot. And Thick Paddy has a big L plate on his chest because apparently he can't drive. Beautiful.
Brilliant. Ben from Laser Steak said, and this is a fact that I absolutely love. So there was a game studio in Waterford years ago. That I didn't know, but that's pretty interesting. But this is a fact that I love. So Atari, I don't know if you knew this, Keith, but Atari had a factory in Tipperary, and they made arcade cabinets as well, and the Darth Vader Atari 2600 has made in Ireland on the back of it. That's something I found interesting because I went out to pick up some props before, right? So my stepmom has like a photography studio, and she people rent it out and they get props and stuff, and I went out to pick up some props, and it was a big huge farm, and there was loads of like just barns full of really cool shit like that you'd find in movies and all. And your man, I just said to your man, do you have any video games, whatever? And he had like a little Space Invaders machine, but he wanted fucking loads of money, right? But then he had a couple of video games, and he just said, here, do you want them? Like, but he gave me like Pokemon Crystal, a legit Pokemon Crystal, yeah. Yeah, but he gave me a box Atari 2600, like complete in box.
Jesus.
Yeah, and I was like, do you want money for this? And he's like, nah, fuck it, there's fucking loads of shit here. And he tried to give me, on a fucking rage, I didn't take it, but he tried to give me like some Japanese PS1s and Sega Mega Drives and some games, and I don't know why, man. Do you know what it was that Irish thing where I felt bad just taking the few bits and he
yeah.
Just
No,
you're grand, you're grand. No, you're grand. Don't worry about it. And now I'm like, I wake up in the middle of the night in the cold sweat going,
sweating,
a Japanese PS1.
Thinking of Nina's cold-blooded arse and why you didn't fucking take those PS1s.
But I checked that Atari and to see if it had the Made in Ireland on the back of it, but it didn't. Unfortunately.
Bollocks.
And
Laser Stick also said...
Yeah.
Sorry, go on. Oh, yeah, go on.
Speed Freaks was developed in Ireland. We played that?
Fucking love Speed Freaks. Yeah, I have it. I grew up with it. Myself and Mark DeMille love this game. Speed Freaks is a kart racer. It was on the PS1. I remember specifically buying it. I remember bringing the manual into school when I was a kid. Fucking really, really cool.
Speed Freaks. I'm gonna look it up.
Speed Freaks. It's so cool. It has a Jamiroquai intro.
PS1 or PS2?
PS1. At least I think it's Jamiroquai is the intro music in it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Jamiroquai does the intro theme at the FMV cutscene in it.
Oh, it's literally fucking Mario Kart 64, is it?
It's really good.
Oh my god, the picture
Myself
there.
And Mark actually did a YouTube video called Mario Kart Killers, and that was one of our games in it.
Jesus, it's the exact same as Mario. Is it like a clone? Is that what you call it?
Yeah, it's, to be honest, it's just like it's a kart racer. Like, I mean, at the time, I guess Mario Kart was the only one doing it, but it was different. Like, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It's quite a different experience.
Cool. Yeah. No, it looks very cool. I'll have to check it out, man.
It's very, very cool. And the next actual submission one we have is from Mr. Tons. Gather around, children, for I shall tell you a tale about a time where EA still made unique and good games. 'Twas the year 2001. Lots of big things were happening. We got introduced to Daniel Radcliffe as Harry Peter, he says, but Harry. Oh no, Harry. Sorry, Harry, comma. Peter
Go down,
Jackson
Harry Peter.
Go on, Harry Peter, bye. Peter Jackson did the impossible and brought J.R. Tolkien's Middle Earth to life. The GameCube and the Xbox were released in North America, and EA released a horror game called Clive Barker's Undying. Undying follows the adventures of 1920s Irish paranormal adventurer Patrick Galloway. I'd fucking love this, I'd say. As he investigates the mysterious occult happening in an estate of his friend's Jeremiah Covenant, penned by the iconic ooky spooky novelist Clive Barker. You play as WW1, a vet called Harry Peter, Patrick Galloway, and you go to Ireland to help your mate Jeremiah Covenant, who writes you about curses and supernatural things. It's a first-person shooter, but use guns as well as a plethora of occult stuff, like Harry Peter, like potions and spells. The suspense in this game is amazing. It had my 15-year-old self shaking Harry Peter's hand in pajamas, playing in the dark on the PC. Sadly, it never came to Harry Peter's console and is essentially a dead game since it's licensed because of the Clive Baker name. Good chance you still find it in good old games and that fans have made it playable on modern hardware, but I don't see this ever getting a remake. Wait, so it wasn't, it would dispense 15-year-old, sadly it never came to consoles. Bollocks, anyway. Anyway, that was a fucking great submission. Thank you for writing that.
Sorry, I ruined
fucking,
it. But you did well to read through what you fucking.
I give you Harry Peter every so often just to keep you going, you know.
Ah, brilliant. So Clive Barker, Undying, 1920s Ireland. I'd say that was pretty fucking rough,
I would
man.
love to play that.
Yeah, Patrick Galloway. That sounds pretty cool, man. It sounds, but it's lost to time. So what does he say? The GameCube and Xbox released in North America. You'd probably
find.
What's good old games?
No. It was only on PC, I think. But he's just saying that the GameCube and Xbox came out at the same time. Like this was the year where 2001 was a big year for gaming. Do you know?
Yeah.
And movies,
right. Sorry,
and
Tones. I just got completely derailed by Harry Peter there.
Is it Tones or Tons?
I call him Tones. But
I
also call it Siphon Filter, so I wouldn't take my fucking word on it.
You know what? I'm just going to call you Harry Peter. I'm going to call you Harry Peter. Your Peter's your Harry.
I'm going to call Tones Harry Peter from now on.
Okay, Harry Peter is your new name. Tones. Even though we've known you now for quite some time, and apparently we don't know how to pronounce your username, but this is who we are.
Loads of people have fucking mad usernames and you don't know how to pronounce them. Like,
yeah, but this is 6 letters, Nisha. We should be able to figure it out. Once if it's
Tones,
Tones, Tony, Harry Peter. Get on to the next one there anyway. Come on, we're almost at an hour.
Oh shit, sorry. Teapots said, would you kindly consider Atlas from Bioshock? Now you're the Bioshock man, so you're going to have to elaborate on this.
I am the Bioshock man. Okay.
Looks like Elvis
now,
Presley,
Keith,
that picture.
You're the one who knows anything about video games, so you're going to have to take over this section.
Fuck off.
Have you not played Bioshock?
No, I haven't.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, you need to. It's a great thing that you haven't played it, but you need to play it.
I tried Bioshock
don't even get into the story. I'll tell you about Bioshock. Right, don't even try to fucking tell me about it the time you tried it and you didn't, and that's the end of it.
Go on. Would
Bioshock
you kindly tell me?
has a character. This full spoiler warning. Well, actually, I can't full spoiler warning because I'm talking to a man who's never played.
We've done it already. I know the cracks. So fire away.
All right, okay. Atlas isn't actually Irish. Atlas is pretending to be Irish, but he does a 10 out of 10 Irish accent. He sounds. I think this is actually a good accent. I think he sounds like he's from Dublin. Like it's a bit kind of ham, but there's way worse out there. Cool. And his whole shtick, would you kindly? That's why Teapot said, would you kindly consider Atlas? Is that the main character in that game? Anytime Atlas, aka the Irishman pretending to be Irish, says "would you kindly," he was actually controlling him. It was a phrase that was seared into his brain that every time said like "would you kindly kill that person," you'd have to kill them. But very prominent Irishy-ish character. But he's
was it played by an Irishman? No,
I don't know. The thing is, he might. I don't know if the character actually is Irish and he was just pretending to do the accent, but I'm pretty sure he was just pretending to be accent because there's a scene where you find out he's like putting on the accent. So I'm assuming.
Right.
I'm assuming.
Right.
Anyway, I would definitely consider. Thank you, T.
Teapots. Remember, what did I say to Teapots last time? Teapots, you sexy motherfucker.
You sexy motherfucker.
Alistair said you also got Gaelic Games football / hurling, which is inherently Irish sport game for the PS2. Growing up in Scotland, I can honestly say I never saw a copy of it or even heard of it until I moved here. So, do you ever play any of them games?
No.
Gaelic football, hurling?
No.
Yeah, me neither. I wasn't a sports guy. And then next is Dinner Dog's comment, which I think is very funny.
Cough.
Which is the fact that this episode is dedicated to Dinner Dog, who gave us this idea.
This is Dinner Dog's eulogy.
Also, look at the screenshot, right, that Dinner Dog has. So it has a big link, to Amazon. But look on the third blue line. What does it say? Boob.
It says booby. Oh my god, what were you looking up, Dinner Dog? Dinner Dog was like,
Irish video games stung there?
And also boobs. Boobies. Like some boobs. Anyway, speaking of boobs, Gar says there's one really obscure. Oh my god! From the podcast, The Cake is a Lie podcast, baby. Go check it out. There's one really obscure game I remember, Magic Tales. Liam finds a story. There was a point-and-click Harry Peter adventure about an Irish boy going on an adventure to find a story to tell an evil witch. He encounters all sorts of Irish folklore along the way. And this actually sounds really interesting. I never finished it. As is the way with 90s point and click. The main character Sean in Saboteur is also Irish. Ooh. Is it Sean or Devlin? I fucking had someone else. His second name is Devlin, I suppose, or Devler. Very underrated game. I have it in my collection. I should play it. I also always felt that Skellig Island in The Witcher 3 had a lot of Irish influences. There seems to be a blend of Scottish and Irish and Viking influence. Wrath of the Druids DLC for Assassin's Creed Valhalla is set in Ireland, but I haven't played it yet.
That could be a good like St. Patrick's Day. If you're streaming on Patrick's Day, you could use this kind of subject. You could stream games like Valhalla or Saboteur. Is that a good idea?
I think it's an excellent idea.
Thanks.
I think I'm really proud of you, and I think you know 7 seasons in. Some say we know less than when we started.
Some say the devil is dead and buried in Killarney.
some say the devil's in the detail, babe.
But that Magic Tales does actually sound very cool. Point and click games.
Yeah, you know, you have a mouse and you like click on an item in the thing and the character walks over to it and interacts with it. You don't control the character itself.
So games you point and click. Like The Sims point and click. Sims?
The Sims is to an extent point and click, yeah. It's probably not the first thing someone would think of when you say point and click, but I mean, technicality, you are right, Nisha.
Okay. I'll take it. Look it. You got to take.
Sure, look.
You got to take the wins.
You got to take what the Lord be giving you, and the Lord be giving me nothing.
Oh, brilliant. Old mate. Go on, Richard. Have you ever? I don't think I've ever heard of
Richard. Have you ever heard of Spain on our old mate Richard? No.
Short list, and at a glance, I'm not even sure half these are even in Ireland primarily. Hellblade 2 is Celtic-ish.
This is very classic. This is classic Richard boy. He fucking found the first link he found, put it in. This is what he'd do in school as well. He'd be like, I looked at something and you'd be grand. His
have you seen his little what's it called? His emoji, his picture.
Pic.
A dinosaur just came up and scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, I guess he must be some sort of branding from the new Jurassic Park movie or something.
Deadly. That's pretty cool. So Gar said, I also saw online before the firefighter from World War II. World War II is Irish or WWF? What? World War II. Is Irish in Eternal Darkness on the GameCube. Do you remember? That's the game that you played recently. Yeah, what did you think of that in the end?
I was really cool, but I was doing a series on YouTube where it was just first impressions basically, so it was just a first impression. But I loved what it was doing. It was
really weird actually. I remember watching it and it like jumped like hundreds of years.
Yeah, all different characters and all different timelines, kind of horror-esque game.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Last up is your
Mark
good
the Middle Boy, the classic fucking Mark Boy. I'm going to see Robbie Williams with him this weekend. I can't wait. I remember personally seeking out Speed Freaks, or Speed Punks as it was known in America, after the review posted on official PlayStation magazine and the mention that it was developed in Dublin. Was proud that the game was developed on this island, and then pleasantly surprised how good of a Mario Kart challenger it was. It really is. I do recommend playing it.
Yeah. Cool.
Also remember we used to do the official Ireland PlayStation magazine for a small while. Ooh.
Yeah, I didn't realise that. That is very cool.
I thought, official UK.
Look at them there. No. Click on the picture. Click on the picture.
Which says official
UK. It's the second picture with Duke Nukem and stuff.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
And he's got fucking discs there.
Oh, I got to find that. Are they actually yours, Mark, out of curiosity? That's so cool. Also, I just discovered we had an Irish-inspired character in Final Fantasy VII called Kate Shit.
Yeah, so how...
Kate Shit. Which literally translates as cats are peaceful. That's fucking adorable.
I weirdly pronounced it Koch Scythe. No, I know that's wrong. I know it's like Kate Sith. But Koch is actually like an Irish name. Which I didn't realise. Sith's kind of Star Wars, isn't it? But
it sure is.
Koch,
and Mark has graciously put in pictures of the Discord of all these things too. So if you would like to join the Discord, check it out, be part of the community, and be part of this podcast if you're enjoying it. Please rate it 5 stars. Obviously, patreon.com/PressAnyButton to continue, because we're starved and we want some food. And thank you for your submissions. That's the last one.
That was great, man. I thought that was really cool. It was a very cool rabbit hole to go down, Irish games.
Yeah, I loved it.
And that was just a fun episode to start back on, man. It's good to be back. I'm really looking forward to the next episode as well. I know I should be in the moment, but I am really looking forward to the next episode, because I think it's going to make for some very interesting conversation.
I think we're going to have some very interesting user submissions on this one as well, so I'm curious to see how that goes.
But tell me this, out of all of these Irish games, is there one in particular, is there any that you're like, I gotta play it, apart from If Found, because I think we're both
we're kind of convinced on that.
Is there any of them that would jump out at you there that you're like, I want to give that a bash?
There definitely is. Like, I wouldn't mind giving Nina Williams a bash. Do you know what I mean?
I kind of walked into that one, to be fair, didn't I?
You did.
I offered it to you on a plate. Valhalla.
I would like to try the point and click one. I would like to try, but I really would try Harry Peter's suggestion. I would love to try of Patrick Galloway and the first person shooter. Occult potion spells. That sounds everything that I love.
It does.
So I think I would like to try that.
And sorry I ruined that, Tones. I was just giggling the whole way through. But Folklore is my number one. Like, I'm really...
Folklore is the inspiration
really
for this episode, so...
Yeah. And Dinner Dog.
Oh, of course. And Dinner Dog. Ireland, together standing tall.
Should have used that that's the outro. Keep doodle-doodling, and I won't put in the outro music. I'll leave this as the outro. Thanks very much, everyone, for listening to our Irish episode. We'll come up with a nice hooky title. We're back doing new episodes in the studio. It's great to be back. We love you all, and we'll see you Thursday week.
Ireland, together standing tall. Bye.